Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. This is 11th January 2025 for this diet. This module will be focusing on AI applications in tourism and hospitality. It's going to be a four session. So this is the first session where we'll be looking at introduction to AI in tourism and hospitality. So I'm yours truly. I'll be taking this module, all the four modules, and I seem qualified to take this module considering the fact that I'm already a certified AI practitioner for learning, teaching, and research by the National University and also by the National Association of AI Practitioners in Nigeria. The module objective within all the four sessions we'll be having, um, we expect that at the end of the sessions, our participants will have gained the basic understanding of AI and its relevant to tourism and hospitality. Also, they'll be able to identify key AI technologies and the application in the industry. Also, be able to manipulate AI, if you permit me to use that word, towards making better use of their operations, and also we'll be looking at ethical standards where they will have to understand think the do's and don'ts of AI, and we'll also try to discuss the trends of the future of AI as it affects our industry. I go on. I would like to make a confession. The class you are receiving was developed for you by AI. All I did was just to tailor everything towards our curriculum as it affects the Micro MBA. So you see now that AI is really making things wonderful to some of us who understand how to make it work for us. What is AI? It's just simple. I try to simplify it. We find a simulation of human intelligence using machines that are programmed to think like humans and mimic our actions as humans. So artificial intelligence, it's all about we trying to make non-living organism to behave and think like living organism in such a way that tax skills that we ordinarily have used to deliver on a task, such machines will do it. And in doing this, I'll try as much as possible not to go into technicalities. But towards the end of this session, that's not this session, towards the end of the module, maybe session 3 or 4, we'll do a little technicality so that will give you a platform for you to do some self-studying on your own and possibly improve on your skills when it comes to artificial intelligence. So when we talk artificial intelligence, it just centers around these three components: machine learning, natural language processing, which is NLP, and robotics. Those are the three, and I'll try as much as possible to simplify. So we're understanding those three. In this session, at the end of today's class, we will be practicing the machine learning, and that is where we talk about the generation of machine learning that is known as generative AI. Now, when we talk about machine learning, it's all about we trying to teach machines the skills, things that human being does in such a way that the machines will be able to master it and will be able to replicate it. Now, one of the things under machine learning is what we call, um, it's what we refer to as generative AI, that's generative artificial intelligence, in which the machine will uses the knowledge you have given unto him and try to add more, improve on those knowledge. And that is where AI is at the moment, and it's still moving into him living the life of human. But for this class, we are going to look at where we are globally and how this regenerative AI we can use them to advantage. When we say regenerative, It's we teaching the computer 1 plus 1 is 2, and I decide to ask the computer what is 2 plus 1. Because he knows 1 plus 1 is 2, he'll tell me 2 plus 1 is 3 without me teaching it. And that is where we are with artificial intelligence, and that is one of the aspects of machine learning. Now, when we talk about natural language processing, that's the ability of machine to understand language. Imagine with over thousands of language globally, the machine will be able to understand and interpret and give you answer in whatever language you you desire. And the third one is robotics, and we know robotics is now part of hospitality and tourism. And these are the three things we'll be looking at in our session on artificial intelligence. So, what are the relevance of artificial intelligence in tourism and hospitality? We all know one, it um, allow for increasing digitalization and customer expectation. Now, what we mean by this is enable us to understand the market trends, because there are lots of data outside, and that is what AI tries to, which we can use to our advantage in order to make necessary forecasts. Because once you digitalize, the system will be able to capture the necessary data you need. You have data, and you can keep them, store them in a manner that you can interpret and make forecast of them. So that's one of the relevance. It enables us to make market trends, market projections. Also, it creates an impact in the industry by enhancing customer experience, improves our operational efficiency, and also enable innovations within our industry. Now, to some people, they are afraid. They say, no, AI, just like the way computer came and it took away some people's job, AI is going to make everybody redundant at the point it's not working for us. But these are some of the things AI has been doing and is currently doing. For example, we look at, for example, in some our okay, okay, I'll give you a good example when we look at customer experience. When you use your Google, you use your computer, and you go onto Jumia, and you're looking at a particular t-shirt on a Jumia, and you decide not to make the buying, and after 2 3 days, even a week, you return to open your Google, just look to the right side of your screen, you realize that item you saw last on Jumia that you've not made decision will pop up and tell you, are you still interested in this? That is artificial intelligence. Sometimes the system go as much as well as giving you other substitutes that are cheap. I say, look, in case you don't like this, can you look at this, look at this? Those are some of the things AI does. So you can see it enhances the experience of that's the customer experience. Another one when we look at our business is our operational all this efficiency, whereby when customer comes to your website to do booking, um, the system keeps engaging the customer. Because you're going to see as we go on some of these things that we have that is part of AI, that is already part of us, that we don't even know they are AI. And people say, I don't use AI. Even your phone, when you are typing on WhatsApp, even your WhatsApp is an AI. Because sometimes at the point when you want to type, you type wrongly, it tells you, look, this is wrong. And sometimes you're trying to type a sentence, it complete the sentence for you. You can see he understands. So the more you relate with AI, the more they will be able to give you the information that you require. Now, at a point in this class, we'll be exploring where and how the AI, how did they get this information, which so what are the key benefits of AI in hospitality and tourism? Just like we said, enhanced customer experience. It made the customer experience personalized. Even when we've closed our office, we've locked our office, we have chatbots. Chatbots is an AI tool. It uses the language programming. So even when you are sleeping and somebody comes to your website, it creates a 24/7 atmosphere, chatting the person and making having a good interaction until the person is able to make make a purchase, or the problem, the complaint of the customer is being resolved. Another one is operational efficiency. Um, Using AI in our businesses has reduced costs. Sometimes it reduces um, time wastefulness. Managers now use AI to solve even operational issues, to have an idea of what strategy that they can use in a situation that require knowledge, business, at least require data about competitors, market strategy, and the rest. And also, when it comes to data driven decision, there is no better way than AI, because AI has the capacity to do what we call predictive analytics. This is something the airline are using perfectly. And that's why sometimes you keep wondering, when you come to do some bookings, there are some things that are peculiar to you, and those things are there. And you say, what are these people storing my information? It is just, these are part of things that AI has done. So we'll be looking at two or three activities within our industry, and then when we look at them, we'll see how it works. So the first one is we look at power chatbots, and here we're looking at the company Marriott International. Now, Marriott is using chatbot when you go to their website, one, to engage you to make in your reservations and booking. You think you're talking to somebody who is replying, you not know it's just a machine. That's a robot, a chat robot. That's why it's called chatbot. That's a robot that has been trained to reply you in chat. So when you say yes, how are you, type in your email, it greets you, you don't know, yeah, it's just a robot chatting with you. And by the time you say pick all these options, you realize you make bookings, not knowing the reservation person is not even there any longer. And in this case, Marriott uses it for booking, and even when they are doing recruitment, they direct people to their website, and the chatbot is there to say, look, do you need employment? What kind of employment do you require? And if that employment is available, the chatbot will route you to an interview session. They will ask you, are you available for interview today? And somebody will be there. So you can see it makes efficiency. It creates efficiency into the system. Also, apart, they also use the chatbot at Marriott um, to improve. It also shows on the result of their improvement in customer satisfaction, because it reduces response time of of the customers in their interaction with Marriott brand. And there is this data that was shown that in 2024, Velma, which was one of the major suppliers of AI hotel chatbot, generated over $800 million to leading hotels. So that means over $800, like customers who need to do booking interacted with chatbots, not even individual, and they concluded transactions. So you can see the power of AI. Now we look at predictive analysis, which is being used mostly by the airline, and over 80% of airlines globally uses this predictive analysis. They use predictive analytics, which is also one of the the skills, at least one of the functions, offerings of AI to our industry. And how it does it, it allows for flight scheduling. So once you look at the customer preference and say and advise the airline, why don't we reschedule our flight, and the airline will look at it based on the data the customers are giving. It also enables the airline to optimize the operations, and it also enhances passengers experience. In fact, it simplified the booking process, and for tour operators, we can also it also enable us to tailor travel experiences of our. Now let's look at the third one, which is menu innovation. You may think, wow, as a chef, you need skill. You need skill for your cooking skills, your cooking methods. You want to do sauteing, I should be able to do saute. Can AI actually do saute? Well, the answer is no, because this is a skill. But you know the funniest thing? But the answer is also yes, because we have robots who are now engaged in service delivery, who have been trained to cook, who have been trained to offer services. And these are skills before now that we think they are exclusive skills of individuals. So how do we use AI in in our menu innovations? One, AI help to analyze customer preferences and create personalized menu, whereby a customer can come and the customer can, the way you arrange your menu, you can do it in such a way with the chatbot, or you use other AI tools that the customer say, look, I need my steak, I need it there, without even talking to a waiter. I need it there. I need it to go with a particular things based on your menu. And those are some of the things we have presently now. So by the time the customer comes back the next time and to interact with it, it tells the customer, once the customer pick the steak he has, it's okay, steak, you take it with this, because he understands the preferences are there. Another thing is, because he engages the customer, they always feel satisfied. Those human errors are ordinarily eliminated. And the last but not the least that it does is that it helps we chefs in the development of new menus and also improvement along customer preferences. Even menu you have not prepared before, there are ways you can prompt generative AI. It will give you the ingredient, the cooking method, and you can even modify those menus to suit some certain um, customer taste. And you see, that's where we're going. So every one of us, before the end of this module that I'll be taking on AI, we will end up becoming a pro in our field on how we can make use of AI, particularly regenerative AI, in ensuring it simplifies our job, it makes our job easier. Because I must tell you, there are some certain things about you that AI cannot do. Remember, you are the one that will give the AI the instruction, do this, and the AI will do it. So the AI cannot do the things, it can't just go on a fora of its own without you as the captain of the ship telling him what to do. Now, where most of us have issues is we don't know how to command it, how to give him prompts, how to get him to answer our question rightly. And those are some of the things we'll be learning. Back to the question, how can AI be further integrated into your business using Copilot? If it is Gemini you want to use, you decide on your own. It's Gemini, then you use Gemini. Um, with the knowledge you are going to acquire with how to use it, you log in into it, and you will prompt it. You are going to prompt it to answer those two questions. Lead us to the practical, which we will be doing shortly. And then you post under AI response. Now, after posting under AI response, now you need to now give a modified human responses. Remember, your first response was alone without any machine support. You responded like human. Now, the second column is entirely machine. Now, you are now going to create a modified human response where you are going to make use of, you decide whether the responses of the machine helps or yours is better. So if you want, you may decide, okay, I think my human response, I rather want to go with the machine alone. Or you want to pick what the machine has said and modify it, put in your own idea and say, yes, this is what I think is better, is the best answer you are supposed to give. And if you think your responses as human is still far better than that of the AI, you want to maintain it as the best. Yeah, it's your response. Please be free to put. It's very important. Then you do the second question: what challenges might I face when implementing AI? As human alone, put in your response, not more than 100 words. Then you go to the same generative AI tool you've decided to use. Is it Copilot? Is it Gemini? Or is it ChatGPT? You ask same question and you put it here. Then you try, you now give us a modified version of your answer. So you're going to get this template And then I wish you all the best as you submit your responses. So your responses will be in Word file, and we are going to put it on our WhatsApp platform. That's where we're going to get it. So what are the important information on submission? We are all, today is Saturday, so we're to submit before the next class on AI. Hopefully our next class will be on Wednesday by 4 p.m. It's going to be a busy day for me, but I want to see if we can tidy up this in a week, because we have a strategy session that is to be held by one of a big shots in the country. So, and I wouldn't, and I want you to have gotten, have the knowledge of how to prompt AI to solve most of the business decisions, so that whatever assignment is given, I want you to start using your AI prompting skills to now understand that, wow, this is interesting to use. And submission will be on our WhatsApp platform. So once you are done, you may finish today, Friday, Saturday, you may finish on Sunday. And once you are done, you can please put it on the platform, or you wait till around before 4 p.m. on Wednesday.